Clever. He's certainly throwing the ball into different positions and awkward angles for Elias.
Switched on mentally. This is a good improvisation. Calling it straight away. Well, it was dangerous. We talked about this with Ben Coleman in the first match on the glass court yesterday about the guessing. The old between the legs ploy.
Yeah, he needs to be a bit more casual though.
Well, Greg Lobban's accuracy levels are looking very good. Very good. So the Peruvian Puma under pressure here. Greg Lobban has come out. He's got a great balance between his... Well, PJ, I think Greg Lobban, I'd like to hope he's had his porridge this morning. I think this is going to be a bit of a long one.
Well, average match time has been 73 minutes
yeah,
previously
that's what I mean.
between these two. Looks like he's heading that way.
Could be, if it does go the full distance. You can't say he's not playing the ball. You know, the game plan that he had in the first game, PJ, was obviously very solid, but he seems to have gone a bit walkabout.
It's all that straight line hitting that you were talking about.
When he did it, the straight ball, it was tight. Okay, I know he only did it 1 out of every 20, but
he's given up the ghost on this second game. Elias now settled down. He's hitting his corners, looking much more comfortable.
Yeah, he looks better out there. He's woken up. This is the type of level that we saw from the Peruvian last year in Qatar when he took out Mohamed El Shabagi.
Oh dear, nasty slip. He's all over the place here. He didn't want to lunge there, did he? He was in that similar area where the sweat caused the initial slip.
Every time you see that with him, you just think about that hamstring. You know, he had a slip tear of his hamstring that put him out for a long period of time.
Too much width on the cross court. Greg Lobban looking to hunt the volley down.
Elias looking very much in command now. He has. So Lobban. Is he asking for a new ball?
Possibly.
Yeah, he's asking for a new ball. Maneuver him.
Sure.
Rather than giving away kind of rash, cheap balls. Something Nick Mathieu never did. He had him shut out, didn't he? He'd have played that. He had him completely shut out the court. He hit it straight down the wall and won it.
Yeah, Elias was stranded.
It's his shot to play as well, Lobban. Back in, no. Quality.
Oh dear, he's got the lucky bounce, but I mean, this would have been a winner anyway, I think, because it stayed very short.
Hand speed was ridiculous. I mean, he took this very quickly. Watch his hand speed there. Very good hand speed. And what was impressive about that is he took it out in front. 2 game balls for the Scot. PJ's predictions are on cue. Oh, that was... I think he should be nicknamed the Flying Scot. I mean, I know it's a train, but he's goes like the clappers when it's happening. Oh,
he's absolutely walloped it into the cross-court nick.
Well, he's on fire. It's not his T-shirt. He's playing off his rocker here, Lobban. Very, very impressive. Back end of the 4th. And we're into a 5th game, as PJ predicted. Wide, it had to be really wide. It's a lovely shot. Oh, he's made another one.
I can't believe that.
This is a beautiful shot. Elias has done everything in his power to get it back. Oh, I can't believe it. Again,
10-4 match ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Diego Elias converts, which he looks like he could do at 6 match balls, you're thanking his lucky stars, PJ, because for me it was all about Greg Lobban.
11-4.
Unfortunate end for Greg Lobban. Terrific game of squash though. Played in the nicest possible way.
It was, agree with PJ, free-flowing, exciting squash. Lobban brings a good brand, positive brand, when he concentrates. Unfortunately, the 5th game, too many errors for him. A relief really for Diego Elias to get through that one. He was up against it. 60 minutes, winning in 5.
The outside of the racket's just totally unnecessary. He doesn't need to do that. He can punch that long with a more conventional sort of wrist, and that's more like it, just using a bit of cut under the ball and holding it short.
Similar to what was given as a stroke by Roy Gingell. So can you write that down, please?
Handouts, 10-all. A player must win by 2 points.
1 game ball. 2 errors in a row. Johnny just wouldn't pick that. Well, the movement is quick, but he's reading. So when you've got somebody that has that speed of Tamimi and reading, watch that, he's anticipating, he's in before Castagnet can even move back to the tee. Too wide, so Abdulla Al Tamimi
11-8.
continues.
Game to Tamimi. Tamimi
For his
leads.
standards, a very disciplined mindset. Oh, the bracket.
It's just a bit wild. I mean, the cross drop was unnecessary, especially that sort of played in that manner. It gave Castagnet too much of a look at it.
Good clearance from Tamimi, scuttling around. Little scuttlebug.
Oh, what a shot. Incredible.
He's flying around. So much anticipation with Tamimi, as well as natural speed. Watch this, he's already on the move here, he's on the move. Bang.
Just the ability to hold that dead straight. There was air butterflies in his stomach now, Joey, then he's not human. I'm sure that flying around. Oh, what a shot. What a shot to win it.
Oh, Tamimi has produced the goods. Again, he's taken out
11-8.
the 2nd highest ranked
Mathieu
French player on the
Three
PSA
games
World
to
Tour without the French general.
12-10. 11-8. 11-8.
He's down the acrobat, now he's down the warrior. He's never been in the last 16 of World Championships. And what a better place to do it. Here in Doha with Jeff Hunt. Jeff just taking a bit of time probably to get down those stairs, I don't blame him. And there was the head flick. He was very, very quick-handed, quick-feet. Fleet of feet, as we say. Worried about the unforced error count, but Tamimi was far, far too good. A real sandstorm from Tamimi here in Doha. 43 minutes of very fast and again entertaining squash from the Qatari #1.
Qatari local fans will not be happy with me when they were saying the match we just saw was the pick of the day.
slightly high on the drop, but just got
Ten
the sense
down.
that Mazen Hesham couldn't quite
7-3.
tell where this backhand drop was going from. Oh,
There it is, the rabbit out of the hare.
how short does this stay? Short backswing.
8-10.
Just
Give
caught
ball.
enough of the...
Down.
Oh dear, oh dear.
11-9. Game to Momen. Momen lead.
Oh, that's clever. Just luring Mazen Hesham into that front left corner. Last second, just holds and then flicks the
6-4.
wrist cross court.
Well, the length hitting these two is pretty good, PJ. We said earlier on today the court seems so dead and cold. And
Just about to say that there's a lot more activity into the back of the court there. He sets the
And
rally
now-
up. And the opening comes,
10-8. Game ball.
he then wallops it.
stretch,
backhand
he
cross-
controlled the half volley.
Clever,
Just
very,
a
very
brilliant
clever.
all-round rally.
Just patient again at the front, Tarek Momen. Plenty of options. But the
10
line
all.
hit through there.
Player must win. No let. Game to Momen. Momen leads
Yeah,
2 games
patient
to
finish
love.
in the end there from the Viper.
Soaring into the Never Never Land here for the moment. See this too often with him, PJ, that mentally it's
Up.
just the scoreline almost has an impact and he's just sort of
4-1.
doesn't have that bite about his game anymore. He loses the mental sharpness. He's just going for crazy shots.
I mean, we do laugh and joke about it on Squash TV, but this is an example for me of just the significance of that second game. For Tarek Momen now, you can see that the scales have completely turned. There's a spring in the step of
5-1.
the Viper, and in complete contrast, he uses all of his speed to get onto this front
And now,
left-hand corner.
10-5.
Tarek Momen.
Match ball.
Drop shot comes across the court, but there you see the Viper
Down.
full stride.
11-5. Match to Momen. 3 games to love. 11-9. 12-10. 11-5.
Tarek Momen just wrapping that up nicely in quick time in the third game. Hesham's resistance fell away drastically in the last game. He's going to burst out of the block, shot to a lead. A couple of unforced errors and Lopez just trying to come back to level terms, and then Dessouky does this again. He just goes off on a run of extreme winners.
I mean, he was hitting these rollers, cross-court rollers in the match against Paul Cole, beautifully balanced. Trying to use the lob a little bit here, Johnny, but unfortunately he's just hitting it onto the racket. The one thing you can't afford to do with Faraz Dessouky is angles hit cross to Faraz Dessouky. He doesn't want to serve on his racket, so fearless Faraz
Game to Dessouky.
floating around
Dessouky leads
Amewagi,
1
just
game
getting
to
down
love.
the step for the day's rest tomorrow. I think it's been good for the Peruvian Puma to have that type of high-intensity match with Greg Lobban. Quite lucky to get away with it. It's just Very, very classy hit.
6 love.
I feel for Edmon Lopez, but he's on a glass court against somebody that is really back in the confidence zone. Spanish team played quite brilliantly in Birmingham in the European teams. Johnny, you were there. Well, he's gone the wrong way. He's off to the Sheraton. If you can find it.
2-7.
If you can find the Sheraton here these days, then you
Has to think, you know, if he wants to see them getting up to scaling the heights of world squash, then you've got to find ways to
11-3.
make inroads in this situation here on these courts.
Game to Dessouky. Dessouky leads 2 games to love.
Well, Faraz Dessouky converting the second game.
Big problem is that hold. See there, Lopez, he was already struggling on the forehand hold previously.
And out,
and
2-3.
even when Dessouky doesn't even nail the length, it's still good enough to put him under pressure. The movement.
I know, it's just everything in him.
That.
Look at that.
Oh
How
my
does he get that
goodness.
straight like that? Is him. He couldn't get that back though.
And out 4-6.
Good persistence here from Lopez. Good to see him getting in the mix. Only 2 points quicker than the Wilstrop Ibrahim match. Johnny.
It's the quickest match of the day by a long way. 34 minutes is not looking good. That was my prediction. We're 11 minutes shy of that.
So he went for the big one. He's hit the tin. Faraz Dessouky
Match to Dessouky. Dessouky
come
wins 3
through
games to
against
love.
Lopez.
11-5. 11-5.
So Borja Golan is the last Spaniard left in this World Championship. The old warrior. 24 minutes for Dessouky. Very slick. 3-love victory.